Hello and welcome back to Darwin's Prize. We find ourselves in kind of an interesting position where we are definitely not the strongest power on the map. We've got 6 Chaos Hydras, a decent number of Gorgons, and a few Black Dragons, and we're going up against ultimately Darwin, who is far stronger than us, with a pack of Titans, lots of Naga Queens, and just lots of good units in general. We've also got Josephine approaching us with some Haspids, a pack of Nyx Warriors, and I think that's a throng of Obsidian Gargoyles, so another big threat. What we do have going for us is we've kind of displaced the red player as the kind of secondary power on the map. Red does have Orange's main town, and that's kind of what makes this so interesting, is that for now, we should be doing okay as long as Red holds this town, because not only has Red got this town, they've also taken the Cloud Temple. So Red has completely stopped Orange's Titan income, Titan production. So as long as this kind of situation sustains itself for, ideally for another week, it's probably not going to happen, but if it can last for a few more days, that's still good. We're depriving Darwin of the ability to actually get much stronger. She can recruit Haspids, but there are no whirlpools on the map, so she's not going to be producing the same kind of numbers as we are with dragons, for example. We do have a dragon cave, and we do of course have the Hydra pond. We are able to recruit quite a lot of Hydras now. We do have 7,000 income per turn, which should be, yeah, potentially 2 Chaos Hydras per turn. I think in practice we're not going to do that. We're going to invest first and foremost in just more Mighty Gorgons, and the rest of my gold I'm not really decided what I'm going to do with. I think what I will do is I will go and pick up this dragon, and I'm going to start bringing it back. I'm going to go into this town, and we've got a choice between Drakon, who's got 1 Null, and Cal, who's got a few Gogs. We might as well just go for Cal. Let's bring these together. Let's pick up one of these for the speed, and we're just going to send him out and claim some stuff. Probably no point going for this. I'm sure that Red did get the Grail, but we might have taken him out before he put it in the town. But still going to go for it anyway. And yeah, we're going to bring Steig back next turn. We're going to pass the dragon over and upgrade it. One we're going to leave be for now. Verdish could go out and pick up some more Gorgons. That's tempting. Let's do it. I think we're safe. Although, I should actually bring these up. What I should do with Verdish in general is probably just bring these units all the way to Bron if possible. I'm not sure we can really get that far, but let's give it a go. And we should probably pick up another hero in this town as well, because at this point we've got quite a lot of ferrying to be doing. Next thing to decide is, do we go for this? Cyclops stockpile. We definitely need sulfur. We could use pretty much everything because I would like to upgrade the Mage Guild. If we go for that approach, we do have to eventually backtrack and go pick up the spells, but potentially that will be worth it. And I should also acknowledge that having got the Tome of Fire Magic in the previous episode, we do actually have the ability to go for the kind of Dracogeddon, Armageddon plus Black Dragons tactic. Probably not going to do that though. I don't think Bron is a great spellcaster. What he does have is he has the best might stats in the game. Clearly a lot better than Darwin. Darwin is clearly the better spellcaster, but I think going for this is definitely tempting, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to move in this direction. We've already picked up this stuff. Already picked up the upgrade from this, and already been to the Monolithic Tower, so we're going to move in this direction. We're going to send Alkin to take the slower units off. And let's take this too. We definitely don't need this. And then Alkin, we're going to move towards this, and Bron, I've completely blocked off. Not completely blocked off, but that was a bit of a mistake. Can actually still reach this. No, it's completely fine, we can go straight through. Can reach this. Have to decide whether to go west or go east towards the Magic Well and potentially take on Josephine. I do want to try and drag this out because, like I said, at the moment, for every turn that goes by, I think we do catch up. There's no real need to go aggressive. I will go in this direction. And then that's pretty much all of our money gone, so we're just going to end the turn. We're going to see what happens. I don't think that Red is going to hold out for too long. Orange has already taken back the Cloud Temple, and yeah. Darwin is going straight to get that town back, and that's going to be the end of Red, and doesn't look like Red has really picked up any units. I can't remember when they took this, but they've clearly not restocked. So I don't think we have long to enjoy this, but let's see how it goes. So Canal can reach this, not quite. That's kind of a problem. I suppose if we go for this... No, that's already visited apparently. Okay, so we've got no choice. We're going to have to send Bron up there instead, so let's pass a couple of these along. This could be a waste, but let's just do it. Okay, so they're still in there. Let's actually check this arrangement. So I think we want these guys in stack number 5. I could also split these. We definitely want these guys nice and close, so I'm going to put them in slot 7. And I think that's probably fine. I'm hoping we can prevent losses here. Okay, so some potential losses. 50 Cyclops could be a problem. We've only got 2 spell points, so we can't really do anything with that. If we go for the attack, I'm not sure we gain too much. Might be better off just staying in place. We could go for a test run because this is pretty close to the Hydras. So we should be okay. Just see how much damage they do in response. Okay, so they do 26 damage in response. That's no problem at all. Should be good just to keep attacking. And let's see this. So 6 speed. 6 speed on these as well. These are 7 and these are 6. So the mighty Gorgons won't get to move quite in time to stop these. This stack on the top right. But they're not a threat to us. So I think we're actually fine. Try and keep these alive. We send these forward and we go for these. And then we send these down to here. That should finish them off. Actually don't even need the Death Gaze, and these guys can still reach us, but that's fine. Okay, so last thing of the round. Don't think we need to really change too much. Let's just move to the corner. These guys are still clearly healthy. Let's keep attacking these. Okay, is this worth going for? These guys are in full health, so they should be fine. Then we attack these. Finish them off, and there's just the one stack to go. Everyone is still fully healthy, so we've taken just the one loss, that's completely fine. Okay, so that gets us 10 of each. Have to decide because we could actually just spend it on Hydras and Dragons. Have to decide whether to go for this instead. I think I do want to give it a go. That gives us Town Portal and Resurrections. That's about as good as we could hope for, but at the same time, we don't have Earth Magic on Bron. We do have Earth Magic on Alkin, but I don't really want to swap mains at this point. It's a bit late. This guy's going to increase our growth of either Medusas or Basilisks. That's pretty tempting. Let's see how far Verdish can get. Then Steig, we're going to return up in this direction. Okay, so we can go back to this and we can start moving to the east. So I think Josephine possibly can reach us. Might be better off just going for the Sanctuary, because I do want to get those Gorgons first. Yeah, the Gorgons are going to help a lot against the Nyx. Let's go up to this. And then, pretty obvious we can't safely get Alkin towards our original town, so let's move to the west. Then we've got 6k left to spend, so we could potentially pick up more heroes, but I think I have to make a decision what to invest in next. So obviously we want dragons, we want probably Hydras, Gorgons of course, but next big decision I think is between Greater Basilisks and Scorpicors. Scorpicors are going to be really good just for getting across to those Titans as quickly as possible. But they're not great units. I think they're kind of expensive. Yeah, 1,050 each. If we start going for these, they're going to cost us 400 each, which is quite a lot, but they are pretty good. And then these guys are 800 each. If we upgrade to Wyvern Monarch, that's pretty expensive actually, so I'm not really going to go for that. We could also go for these. They are really useful to us. But no, let's actually go for... I'm going to try and save the Sulfur, because we could actually go for Mage Guild level 5. And let's just see how this goes. Okay, so red is attempting a getaway. Orange is kind of moving towards our dungeon town, which is not great. Let's see what we can do. So we should at this point be able to bring Verdish up. Can get pretty close. Is this worth going for? I think it is. We can easily handle that for sure. We don't have the spell points, that's the only thing. But still, I think we go for it. Yeah, we don't have too much to do with Alkin, so I think it's fine just to use him as a caravan for now. I could probably actually use more dragonflies for sure. I do want to keep a few on my scouts, but definitely want to make sure Bron has as many as possible. Okay, so 3 spell points, we can literally do nothing with that. We definitely want to make sure that the Gorgons are towards the top. Also want to block off the sorceresses. That seems fairly solid. Let's go for it. Okay, so clearly in our favour, but we are expected to take a few losses. They've got 2 Haspids, they can reach our dragons. I could go for this, but I think we'd take a loss. I want to see if I can actually protect the dragons from the Haspids. Because yeah, there's definitely nothing we can do. Okay, so I'm going to wait with these. I am going to send this across. It will just get itself killed, but that's fine. Then we've got a few 1-stacks here, so we're going to try and block this thing off. This will go first. So I think if we go to this... I'm not sure there's anything too fancy I can do. We do want to try and keep them in place, so I'm going to try it like this. They do go for the first stack, that's fine. They kill those off. Okay, so the sorceresses are able to go for a hit, but that's... I think that's fine for now. They go for the dragons, they don't do too much. Definitely want to send these forward, but the Nyx Warriors are 7 speed, which means they will attack us first. Although, if we stay out of range, we can probably make this work. Let's try this. And these guys aren't able to reach anything, so I think we just send them up. These guys are going to go as well. So as long as we stay out of their range, we should be fine. I'm not sure whether to go to the top or kind of towards these, but I think moving towards the bottom probably is better. Yeah, let's go to here. Okay, and then those come forward. These guys are now free to attack, so I could go for this. I could go for this. That pretty much takes them out as a threat. Won't kill a Haspid. This is really tempting. We should get quite a few kills, but the sorceresses aren't a massive threat. I definitely want to weaken the Nyx Warriors as quickly as possible, but I don't think there's too much I can do. These guys are so fast that I probably do just have to go for this. The next round begins. Could still go for this attack. The problem is, this still enables them to shoot, but I think they'd be so weak at that point that it should be fine. The Nyx Warriors, I think, will just go for... probably the Gorgons, because the AI is just not smart at taking on Gorgons. Wow, that didn't work. I thought that would work. I'm not sure what I'm missing there. I'm definitely thought that would work. Okay, so can these reach? These guys can reach. So we can force them into melee. Although the gargoyles will probably just take us out instead. Still, I think we just kind of have to move up in that direction. The alternative is we could absorb the retail from something, but there's no real need because, of course, Chaos Hydras don't deal with that, and Gorgons should finish anything off in one shot. So let's just go up in this direction. Aspids go for the dragons, those go for the dragons too. We have taken a bit of damage on those. I think, yeah, all three are still alive. Okay, so next thing to decide is, do we go for these? Or do we go for these? I think, yeah, we don't want to go for the next warriors, although they can reach the dragons. These guys can't. Have to try and keep those dragons alive. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about the giants. There's no point. Let's go for these. Those guys do go for the dragons, and they blind the Gorgons. That's a big problem. These guys are still just about alive, but not by much. These guys are weakened. Gonna have to take my dragons to safety. They should be okay as long as the sorceresses don't target them. Yeah, that's not good. I guess if there's any good news, it's that the Chaos Hydras will be the only stack they can really attack. And they should be reluctant to do that. But yeah, definitely gonna have to move away. Okay, so not many places safe from these. Let's try this. Blinds those two. So he's really chasing down the dragons. That's about as bad an outcome as we can get. I think we have already lost the dragons, so I guess at this point maybe we just throw ourselves into it. I'm actually really tempted by this. The thing is, if I go for it now, she probably just immediately reblinds. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's the start of a new round. Yeah, she probably just blinds them again, so I guess I could also wait, and at that point, Gorgon should get to go. Problem is, we almost certainly take another loss to the dragons. But still, we have to get the Gorgons involved. Okay, they're just about hanging on, and because they have completely surrounded me, I can't actually now unblind the Gorgons. I can go to this. I think I should be safe-ish from the retail. I didn't think they'd surround me with literally everything. That kind of surprises me. Yeah, this is not great. 72 health left. If we go defensive, we can maybe survive the hit from the Haspids, but I think I have to wait. They get morale, so they finish us off, so that's really screwed us over. These guys do wake up. We can go for both of these stacks at once. Let's just do it. Yeah, that blind is really bad. I should have got those spell points back. This is not good. I have to break these out somehow. I mean, I assume she could have gone for another blind, but maybe with 8 spell points, she wouldn't actually be able to. Still, I'm pretty stuck here, I think. Gorgons, I guess we'll see this round. We'll see what she does. These things are about to attack. Can get a kill if I attack, so I have to go for it. As they start to move away. Let's finish these off. There we go, that's more like it. Yeah, if we could have got these involved from the start, we would have been fine. Death Stare's wasted on these, but we should kill most of them off. Yeah, just gonna have to go for it. Don't think there's much point going for these, they're not much of a threat. Okay, goes in to block those. So if we go for this, I don't think we quite kill. If we go for these, probably the Hydras can get in. The thing is, yeah, the Hydras should actually move first, so that definitely makes sense. do get morale that time, and we get luck, and she still manages to flee. That was a lot worse than auto-resolve, I think. I think auto-resolve didn't take blind into account, but yeah, that was not the way I wanted it to go, but we do get Earth Magic, which means I think long-term that will turn out to be the right thing to do. We've weakened Orange that little bit more, and we get the spells we need. We do have Wisdom, so we can just go back, pick up Resurrection. That's going to be huge for the Hydras and the Gorgons. Town Portal speaks for itself, we just need to find a few more levels if we can. Only way to do that is probably just to take fights, keep attacking Orange. Yeah, we're going to move in that direction. We're going to send Alken up to support, and we're going to send Steig probably in this direction. This is going to be a bit difficult logistically, so I think we're going to have to pick someone else up. So Gurnison. Don't remember seeing Gurnison too much, but yeah, I think he was a red hero at some point. It does come with a Ballista, the Demon's Horseshoe. Not a Ballista, a cannon in fact. And First Aid Tent, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we pick him up, we're going to pick up some more of these, and I think we're just going to wait in town for now. Okay. That seems pretty much fine. Let's go for this as well. Still no haste. Still. At this point, with Resurrection and Town Portal, we shouldn't really need it. Let's just end the turn. Let's see what happens. So, Red is going towards the Fortress Town. Might take it back. Is that Daramith on the water? That's a complete waste of time, so that's good. That buys us some time. Let's keep buying these. Because yeah, I want to save my Sulfur for Mage Guild level 5. I'm going to keep going in this direction. Okay, and then we chain these along. Let's take one of these back. Pass all of those across, pass that across too, and could probably take this. Don't think Verdish is going to use it. Then we'll go back, we'll pick this up on the way, and let's also pick up some Gorgons as we pass through. Okay. So next turn we can pick up Mage Guild level 5, and at that point, doesn't really matter what it is because it's still worth making the visit. Red is not strong enough to take the Fortress Town back, so I think that's probably just the end for Red. I didn't really check their forces, but presumably that was one of their best heroes, if not their best. Yeah, Malcolm's not going to do too much. Malekith was okay at one point, but clearly fallen behind, and this town is just getting stronger. No one nearby, so that's pretty much the end. Okay, Mage Guild level 5, let's do it. That gets us Summon Earth Elemental, which is again not bad. Could help us if we do actually improve our spellcasting, although that's not really the plan at this point. Do need to get the Mana Vortex, so might be worth just waiting for a turn. Yeah, I'm gonna wait here for a turn for sure. Upgrade this. Then let's send Verdish to the south. Let's pick these up. Move back in this direction. Alkin just needs to stay safe because he just has the one unit, but no one's really coming in this direction, so I think we should be fine. I wouldn't mind checking this out. So we can see Solmir, who's a bit of a threat, but should be safe, I think. So let's go for it. Air shield. Okay, not really worth going for. But yeah, I think Alkin should be fine. So then Steig. Doesn't really have too much to be doing. I think we just leave her around in this part of the map. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, so let's not spend anything this turn. I don't think there's any need. Let's just end the turn there. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but it's pretty straightforward at the moment. We just keep building up. Darwin does have her town back. It is day 7, so next turn it's going to be another 3 or 4 titans for her, but that's fine. Because we've got our level 5 mage guild. We get the mana vortex, doubles our spell points, and at that point we're free to head out once again. So let's take our units back. Okay, so we definitely want more black dragons. We definitely want... Could go for the Manticore Lair, but it's a bit too late to get it this week. Definitely want black dragons. We probably want more hydras, and Gorgons obviously are just the first thing we buy. So let's move to the south. Let's probably park here for now. Do need to get ourselves that advanced earth magic so we can start using Town Portal properly, but I think we're okay for now. Then we're going to send Alkin back in this direction. We're going to send Steig towards the Dragon Cave. And 9k left to spend. Nearly the end of the week, so I think we just save it. One final thing to do, let's check this again. So we can see Axis has replaced Gurnison. Not really worth going for. I'm gonna actually wait here. Okay. So at this point, it's Red's final attempt to stay relevant. Daramith does return to the land, ready to pick up some reinforcements. New week begins. We do actually luck out, so we get an extra red dragon. Let's upgrade that. And we don't now have the sulfur to keep this going. Could do a trade just to get this going, but is this worth it? I think probably is. Okay, so that's all of our dragons, and that's all of our money. Okay, so we do need to finish off that chain, but for now let's just move in this direction. Let's wait here for a turn. Let's move Alkin up in this direction. And let's move Bron to the south. Let's just check this is safe once again. Yeah, still seems pretty safe. And then Gurnison I think is fine. Let's check the hero situation. So we've got Ignisa and Melander. Neither really worth going for. Okay, so I think last thing to do is it's probably worth trading just a bit so we can actually pick up that last Gorgon. Then we can actually get this part of the map moving once again. Okay, so let's send Gurnison to the south, let's pick up these. Let's pick up some more resources. And return to base. Okay. That all seems pretty solid. Let's end the turn there. And we can see red clinging on, but clearly about to expire, and orange still very much staying in the east. Let's join these two together. Pass all of these across. So Gurnison is going to be the one who carries the units. Is it worth taking the gnolls, or should we just go for a 1-stack of dragonflies instead? Not really sure. I think we go for a few more of these. 53 gnolls. Can we do anything at all with 53 gnolls? Probably not. At some point they might become useful, but I think for now, not much of a point. Okay, so Garrison is going to move out in this direction. Going to take a couple more turns to actually bring these together. Can't afford the red dragon, but that's fine, we can do that next turn. Okay, so that brings us up to 5 black dragons, 45 mighty gorgons, and 3 chaos hydras. Still not sure we're strong enough to go for this, but depends where Darwin is, because yeah, so she's down there. If we actually go straight towards the fortress base, might actually be okay, but there's also red in that part of the map, and I wouldn't mind red taking it just to keep orange nice and distracted. I think for now this kind of status quo is okay to maintain. I think it's mostly in our favour. Could go for the Hydra Pond, but I think supply of units is obviously not a problem. Supply of sulfur is potentially a problem, so could just move in that direction regardless of everything else. I think, yeah, let's do it. We've got 120 spell points. We should be able to take a fight with just about anyone with the exception of Darwin. Then we'll move Alkin to the south and Verdish back into the base. And let's end the turn there. Okay, so red is very clearly going for the fortress town. I think I still want to go for that myself. Darwin is kind of wasting time, but is potentially going to kick back into action pretty soon. Do have to be a little bit careful with that. Okay, so let's see, we've got Gurnison who's coming up in this direction. Not really close enough just yet. Let's take all of this stuff. Yeah, so definitely want to bring that up to Bron, but there's no one nearby at this stage. Let's go across to Steig, let's pick this thing up. Let's start moving that back. Cal could probably just stay here for now. There's some stuff up there, but it's not really worth going for. Could go for an ammo cart just to keep them distracted, but not really worth the money, so let's just stay put. Let's actually move Cal to this instead. Okay, so more heroes is an option. I think that would be pretty useful. Yeah, those two don't really appeal to me, and I think I do want to keep investing in units, so let's go for some dragonflies. And yeah, I'm not sure I should do this. But Darwin is still a way off. She's coming up in this direction for sure. I think if we go for this, we'd take a few losses taking it, and probably couldn't actually hang on to it for too long, so I think I'm actually pretty tempted just to go back. Could go for the Colosseum just to get some extra attack, and I think we're in it for the long haul, so let's just do it. Should be safe. Okay, so Verdish we leave B, and we end the turn there. Let's see what happens. So red does in fact take that town back. Darwin goes back, so that's now got to be pretty weakened. No defenders. Malekith's pretty weak. I think we obviously go for this. We have to go for this. Yep, let's do it. Okay, so we can take that next turn for sure. Do we want to pick up some luck on the way? No, we should be fine. Okay, so the question is, can we keep Alkin safe and transport these units up? Probably not. I'm going to actually leave them in the sanctuary for now. Okay, let's upgrade our dragon. And yeah, let's stay put here for now. We should be fine with that. Yeah, I think everyone's fine where they are, let's just save our gold. Okay, so red moves back to defend, that's pretty much what we expected. We have got 5 black dragons, so we should be okay. There's quite a lot in there. Could split my stacks. Is that worth doing? Not really sure. So Hydras, there should just be... Yeah, I'm not really sure about the numbers there. I think we have to keep these together. We're going to split these because the towers are going to go for them. It's not going to make too much of a difference though. Okay, let's do it. So surprisingly heavy losses expected. Towers actually go for the middle stack. I thought that wouldn't happen. Okay. So we could go for the double attack on these, assuming it works the way I expect it to. So in terms of spells, we've got Blind, we've got Berserk. Don't think Berserk helps us too much. Yeah, I think I want to go for the double attack. Blind the Hydras, or blind the Gargoyles, I think. Blinding these would be good. Then we go for these, hope the double attack works this time, which it does, and we're going to send these forward just to try and bait them out, but that never usually works. I'm going to defend with these. Send these forward as bait. Okay, so manages to do some damage with that, although... So Death Ripple actually does not unblind the Gargoyles because they are technically not living. So, kind of got away with one there. They should really be unblinded at this point. Take a few more losses to those. Okay, so these guys have lost over half their health. Could still go for something with our spells. But the mind spells won't work on the golems. Neither will blind. So we've got to come up with something else. I'm not really sure how to keep my dragons alive here. It's a little bit difficult. Lightning Bolt is going to do 175 points of damage, which should kill these. That's probably worth doing. Then I think we go for these. Thing is, we will lose a dragon if we do this, but not too many other options. There we go, first dragon goes down. Hoping this is going to be worth it. Yeah, this is bad. This is the problem with Fortress. They just don't deal with the situation well. I could try and go through, but it's a 2-hex moat. Not sure it's worth it. Not too many other useful spells we can go for. Resurrection, of course, isn't going to work on our dragons. And because we don't have advanced earth magic, we can't bring the Gorgons back either. If we do level up and get advanced earth magic, this is going to be pretty good. But for now, I think we're stuck just going for Lightning Bolt. Do we want to wake these up now or just finish these off? If I go for Earthquake, it's very unlikely to damage the towers. I could go for something like Curse. It's not really too useful. Basic Curse on these makes very little difference, but I don't want to wake them up just yet. These things will be finished off by the Retail. These guys still have 161 HP to go. This guy keeps casting spells, so we're going to take a few more losses to our Gorgons. We pretty much lost all of our Gorgons, which is a real issue. Yeah, that's really bad. Hopefully worth it, but really bad. 31 Gorgons. Just got stuck outside, but we do get advanced earth magic, and that should win us the game. So in the grand scheme of things, 100% worth it. We've absolutely got everything we need. We no longer need to worry about chaining all those units across. We're completely free just to go where we need to go. Start of every week, we can just go to Verok and pick up some more spell points. In the meantime, let's see if there's anything we can do in here so we can get the Serpentfly Hive back. Let's get a new hero for that. 40 pixies, yeah, why not? They're free, let's go for it. Let's go for this too. Lots of those available, but we can't afford them. This is a bit of extra income too, so I think this is a good situation to be in for sure. For sure. We still got a really big fight coming up, which we're not at all prepared for, but at this point we can just keep restocking, and I think I will try and bring Alkin up. I can just remind myself where the heroes actually are. So there's Solmir, who can't reach us. The rest should be fine, I think. Unless there's something I'm not spotting. I'm going to rewatch the turn one more time because need to not screw this up, need to not lose Alkin, so we know about that, we know about that. We know about that, and that's everything. So Alkin should actually be safe to move in this direction. Okay, so start of next week I think is going to be a good time to potentially go and attack. Yeah, I think for now pretty much everyone should just stay in place. We don't really need to chain anymore, so let's actually go to this town. Let's... Could go for Mage Guild level 3, but we don't really gain too much from that, so let's go for the Cage of Warlords instead. Okay, so now even if Darwin does come to attack, we should be able to escape. Do want to upgrade the Hydro Pond, but it makes no sense to do that. We do just want to upgrade in the main town instead, using Town Portal. Could go for the backup Hydro Pond. I think, to be fair, that should be safe. So yeah, let's go in this direction. Okay, let's see. So pretty sure that was Darwin picking up even more Titans, but we can't see her right now. Plus, if she just has a pack still, that's not really going to make too much difference. Okay, so moving towards Hydro Pond is definitely a thing we can do. It's a bit of a detour, I'm not sure we gain too much from it, because we still can't afford to actually buy them. We shouldn't need the units. I don't want to slow Bron down. I will claim this. Actually got 15 of those available, but they're pretty cheap. They're not bad. I mean, they're pretty bad for tier 5 units, but they're pretty cheap for tier 5 units too. But yeah, I do think we go for that. Get some gems from this, and let's just pick this up. And let's pick this up too. And let's keep moving in this direction. Could upgrade this, but no, I don't think there's any need at all. Let's just end the turn. Okay, so there's Neela, and there's Darwin. Darwin still has a pack of Titans. Now has a horde of Archmagi, and quite a few Sea Dogs. Sea Dogs could be a bit of a problem too. Might be worth attacking those with the dragons, but the dragons should probably also go for the Titans, so I'm not really sure how to handle that. I know I'm diluting the pool. Oh wow. Might as well. I know I'm diluting the pool of the Portal of Summoning by going for like the Altar of Earth, but I'm completely fine with doing that. I don't think it matters too much. Okay, so at this point I think I want a Town Portal, but I also kind of want to go for this gold mine, in particular if no one else is coming towards us. That should be fine to do. So let's go in this direction, let's pick up a few more units, although don't really need to just yet. I'm going to send Alkin to this. We're going to steal this, and we're going to return to the base, and then the rest of our heroes are all waiting in place, so let's just end the turn there. It's only really Darwin we have to worry about, and Darwin has just landed near the Cove Town, so that was going to be my next target. I now don't think I want to go for that. Okay, let's see. So, Bron should probably just start town portaling around. So I want to claim this, but I also want to pass the units to Bron. I'm going to hand the units over first. Gonna hand this stuff over too, we're gonna hand this over. And we're gonna take this for ourselves. Immune to Death Ripple. So AI, I think, on Shadow of Death, although we're not playing on Shadow of Death, so technically they could cast Berserk, so gonna keep that on him. Getting kind of close to the Cloak of the Undead King, but obviously not an option. Okay, so Alkin is now going to go to the west. We're going to split these up. I'm going to claim the Water Wheel. Potentially shouldn't have done that because I could actually send Bron up and go for this. That would pretty much take most of my movement points though, so I think we're fine not to. Let's go back to Maruk. Ah, crap. I stole the Mana Vortex boost with Steig, my bad. Still, it's still worth going back here just for the dragons. Let's move Steig out. Okay, then we head back, we're going to take the Basilisks, we're going to take the dragons. And could potentially pick up another dragon with Cal. Yeah, let's do it. Start moving those back. Steig picks them up. Pass it across and we'll upgrade it. Okay, so forces are looking strong once again. Pretty much spent all of our money, but I think that's fine. Go to Grayson. I'm going to pick up all of these. We're going to upgrade everything we can. Do need a bit more sulfur, that should be pretty easy to do. Oh no, we actually need gold, okay. So gold is also fine, I think. Let's just trade pretty much everything. Don't really need any resources at this point. Especially not gems. Okay, so we upgrade these. And then we're going to buy some more Gorgons. Still need a bit more gold for that, let's just get some more. Okay, so 600 more. I'm going to save 10 mercury just in case we do decide to go for the upgraded Wyvern Nest. Pick up that final Gorgon. And could take the gnolls with me, I don't see why not. I can always leave them behind. Back to Fulom, and we're going to upgrade these, or in fact it's not really worth the gold. Leave them behind. Take these back, let's take the Gorgons. Okay, so bit of a mixed bag. We've got 4 okay stacks. We've got no real powerhouse stacks. Not sure we're quite strong enough to go for the push. I think maybe start of next week, we make sure we get the Mana Vortex boost. We're probably making more gold than orange at this point. So if we time it right, start of next week, feels like the right time to go for the attack. In the meantime, we do kind of play a bit passively, which I think is fine. And speed run up a bit. Okay, let's see. So Daramith is still kind of milling around, that's all fine. I'm gonna take some of this stuff. Gonna return Cal to the Dragon Cave, and going to Just make sure the rest of our heroes are in place, so could pick up a few more Gorgons. Let's just do it. Start moving back. Melinda should be good where she is. Let's just stay in the town. Okay. So we're going to go for the arena upgrade. I'm probably going to go for the gold mine as well. Could also go for the dragon cave, which is owned by Orange. That's probably more useful, to be fair, but it does bring us very close to Darwin, and in fact, probably a bit too close. I can definitely benefit from +2 attack, so I'm going to move in this direction first. Yeah, start of next week, we're going to go for the big attack. We're going to just end the turn there. See if Darwin comes towards us. Unfortunately, she does. Not directly, but kind of moving that way, so not too safe. Get visions from that. Okay, Bron goes back to this. We're going to pick up some attack and could go to the sanctuary. One step away, one step too far. Probably best that we just play it safe at this point. So I'm going to move, I think, to the west. I think the big question is there anything useful I can do before the end of the week? With Darwin there, probably not. If we return to this, we can get archery. Not much of a point. First aid? No. No, we're never going to go for first aid. For 2,000 gold especially. Not worth it. Let's go for this. And that still does not bring us close enough to the sanctuary, so I'm just going to move to the west. We should definitely be out of range. We know she doesn't have Dimension Door. She would have used it by now. Alkin, I think, does need to be in range of the sanctuary if we can. He should be safe too. Return Gurnison and upgrade these. And I'm actually going to send Gurnison up to the Basilisk pit just in case. And yeah. That all seems fine. Let's see what Darwin does. Does start coming straight towards us. Unfortunately, is blocking the way through to the sanctuary, so Bron is going to have to just play it safe and go straight towards the dungeon town, I think. Can't really see anywhere else that's worth going. I might just town portal at this point, because if we stay up here we can at least go to the Battle Scholar Academy. It's not really too useful, but still. I could pick up some temporary boosts. Like, for example, I've already got the +1 luck and morale from the rally flag. And obviously go for the Fountain of Fortune, but there is technically a chance that could be negative. It is just killing time at this point. Idol of Fortune. Genuinely, I think it's worth doing. I think we just wait till next week, pick up all the temporary boosts we can, try and keep Alkin safe. The potential problem here is Darwin might just go straight for the fortress town, and probably is. Would it be cheesy just to pick someone up, just to distract her? Maybe. But also feel like it's my best play. Let's see if she goes for Alkin. I'm going to hold back and just picking up some bait hero for now. Here we go, let's see what she does. She unfortunately does go straight towards our fortress base, which means we're not going to be able to wait till next week. So I could just go to the fortress base and defend it. We could do it as a siege. This is not worth our movement points. Yeah, I didn't want to go for this yet. I definitely wanted to get my spell points back. Go to the Mana Vortex. Really screwed that up with Steig, but still. Okay, so which order should we go in? We need to go to... Fulham first. Do I get my spell points back? That's the other thing. I need to remember how this works. I literally have a tips video where I talk about how this works, although I think I got it slightly wrong, but still. Do I get my spell points back? I think I think I get them back at the start of next turn. I need to not screw this up, because if I get attacked and I have no spell points, that's really bad. I don't want to just go straight to Fulham, but obviously I do have to go to Fulham, so I have to get my spell points back somehow. In terms of magic wells, there's not too many that are actually nearby. I could actually go for this, but that only temporarily brings me up by 22. It's not really good enough. Other magic wells, there's this one here which is too far away. That's pretty much it. Yeah, doesn't really work. So I can just take the fight with almost no spell points. In that case, we probably don't want to come back here at all, because the main reason to come back here is to pick up a few more Hydras and upgrade them, but by not doing that we do save a few spell points. We've got 9 black dragons. If we spend our gold in this town, we can get ourselves 22 of these and still have 12k left. I think that's probably not the best option. I think we go for a mostly fortress force. So let's go to Grayson. I think we go for this first. This is mostly about saving time. If we lose, that's pretty bad, but I feel like our stats should carry us through. I'm gonna take the risk. Back to Grayson. Pick these up. Let's just double check this. Yeah, nothing too great in this town. Quite a few defenders ready to go in this town. Obviously she might just decide not to attack, but that's fine. Okay, so big choice now is between a lot of these. Could get all of them, or we could go for 10 Chaos Hydras, which is also very good. It's all of our money gone. So 10 Chaos Hydras versus 56 of these. And then we've got a bit left over to spend on these potentially. Could actually get 152 of these. That's an interesting option because she doesn't have any flyers whatsoever. So I think actually Lizard Warriors have to be one of the best choices. Doesn't entirely solve the problem of how we deal with the Titans. But yeah, that feels like the right thing to do. Could even get some more. But that might be overkill. Still gonna do it though. Okay, so 6k left to spend, 200 lizard men. So we can go for some more of these, or go for a big stack of these. These would survive a couple of turns fighting the Titans head on, I think. Maybe not. Let's double check what we have in this town. So yeah, 21 of those there, so we can get a stack of about 50. Yeah, I think 50... With our defense, 50 dragonflies should take a hit from most of these stacks. We probably do want dragonflies for the hit and run. We also definitely want to trade just everything we have at this point. Yeah, I think literally everything. Okay, that's another 15k. So if we stay in this town, we can also pick up 7 more Mighty Gorgons. Definitely want to make sure we buy those. 49 of those. Can get some more lizards too. We're going to upgrade these. That was too expensive. That's never really worth doing, but never mind. Okay, back to this town. More basilisks. These are pretty good defenders. The thing is, she will probably at some point wipe out our towers, and at that point it's up to us to go towards her. Unless we just keep investing in lizards. Another 69. massive stack of lizards. Could work. I'm probably doing it. I'm just going to check back one more time. Make sure there's nothing we need to upgrade. Yeah, I don't know about this because 9 black dragons is not much of a power stack in this context, and then another 8 chaos hydras, again, same issue. 50-ish gorgons, if we can get them out, will do a lot. But yeah, I'm not sure about that. Gonna have to commit. She might just not attack. That's entirely possible. We have to assume that she has, what is it, 19 titans, just to be safe. Before I go, double check there's nothing we're leaving behind that we need. Let's see what Gunnison has. So Gunnison has a first aid temp, but so do we, so we don't need that. Okay, so can pick up some more gnolls. Not enough movement points to do that, let's not bother. Here we go. If she does flee, then we go to our original plan, which is wait until next week, pick up a few more dragons, and pick up the Mana Vortex boost. Then we go for the attack. Being really paranoid here, but I still feel like I'm leaving something behind. No, that seems to be everything, so let's jump back to Fulham, and let's fuse these together. Okay, so I think having 7 different stacks is fine. There's an argument for splitting these or something, but I'm not going to go for that. I'm going to keep the Gorgons in the middle. This all seems fine. Could spend that last bit of sulfur and trade, but I'm not going to do that. I think she will probably choose not to attack because we have nearly 300 lizard warriors, and at that point it's no longer a throng, right? I think it's whatever's after a throng. You so rarely see it. So she's probably just going to see that and turn back. But okay. Here we go. It's decision time for Orange. She is not going to come for the attack. She's going to run after Alkin instead at this point, but that's fine. We're just going to go... Oh, we can't quite reach. Still, we should be faster. So it's fine. Okay, so in that case, we're good for 2 more turns. We wait until the start of next week. We should actually just leave the dragons with Bron. We could go for the attack as well. We could go for the towns. I don't think we lose much from that. I don't want her to attack me in the open. But I wouldn't mind finishing off Solmir. Okay, so the plan is, start of next week we have to step out of our town. At that point, Town Portal doesn't really help us too much. The main thing Town Portal helps with is the Mana Vortex boost. If we go for the Cove Town, we can just hop back there once we're done. Are we out of range of Daramith? I think not quite. So let's actually check where she was. Need to play it really safe here. So she was on the garrison, so she has moved as far as she can in that direction, so as long as we're not on the garrison we should be fine. Solmir could attack us. If he does, would 9 dragons plus 24 dragonflies be enough? It would, but would take some losses. Still, he shouldn't go for that. There's no way he should go for that, so let's move to here. Let's take everything back with the exception of the dragons and the dragonflies. Let's move Bron to here. Could go for this. Let's just do it. Does get us some luck. Then Mirlanda goes back to this. We're going to stay put in base. And we're going to end the turn there, I think. Because, yeah, she can't threaten us just yet. So, no need to spend our gold. Let's see what happens. So Solmir naturally doesn't decide to go for the attack. She's still coming towards us, but obviously we just jump into this and we're safe. So I can still go after Solmir, but I'm not going to do that. I think I will go for the garrison. Let's see how far this hero can go, so not too far. Okay, here goes. Not quite far enough. This should be very straightforward. Yep, no losses expected. Let's just move straight through, although I feel like doing this just so we know, just in case I somehow miss it. Okay, so we move in this direction. We could take the gold mine, but no, we're going to go straight for the cove town. It's day 7, so we're not going to get the Dragon Cave quite in time. She shouldn't be able to reach us for a few turns at least. So we just go this way. If Solmir comes to attack our town, we should be able to reinforce it. So that should be safe. Could he attack Mirlanda? I guess probably not, but let's just absolutely make sure that she's safe. She doesn't really matter, but still. We'll go back to our town, we'll check on this once again. So yeah, there's nothing there, just double checking. Okay, so he's safe. She is where she needs to be, which is not in the town stealing the Mana Vortex boost. Garrison. Could go for this, why not? Okay, we end the turn, and we're just going to see what Orange does. So Orange does have more than one good hero, but it's really just Daramith that's a threat. New week begins. She will get to reinforce before we can reach. There's a garrison in there, it's pretty weak. Could pick up a dragon, but would have to give up a stack for that, so it's not worth it. Library of Enlightenment is tempting, but not really needed. Josephine's not a threat, and Keelan is pretty undefended, but by the time we reach it they will have a week's worth of units, but still, that's fine. I could actually leave some units here just to keep them safe from the towers. It's a bit risky. But then again, there's no one really nearby. Josephine has to land. Let's protect these. Okay, so I hate to be so sluggish, but I really want to make sure that we don't get caught out and lose those units. So yeah, they should be safe. Perfect. Do have to come back and pick them up. But if we just send Mirlanda in this direction, she should be just out of range, I think. Okay. Here we go again. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's all fine. This guy's running back to the main base. Daramith is coming straight towards our dungeon town, and in fact, it's just about to reach Cal. Can Cal get away? Cal's pretty fast. His slowest unit is faster than hers. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to flee in this direction. Probably going to have to take her on at the dungeon town. Do need to pick up this garrison, I think. Yeah, has restocked. I really need to be able to take these units back, but Mirlanda is not going to be able to go far enough. So that doesn't really work. I need to have all the units with me, and I need to take them back because she can reach... Probably not next turn, but the turn after, in which case this should be okay. It's a bit of a risk if I've worked that out wrong, but... yeah, I'm gonna do it. Ah, we lose some luck for that. Never mind. Here we go. 24 losses. I'm gonna try and prevent that. We do have resurrection, so I actually don't need to be doing any of this, really. I could just resurrect at the end. Did I forget that in the previous fight? I can't remember. Did I already have it? Might have forgotten that in the previous fight, in which case I do apologise. I could have saved some units. I can't remember at what stage I actually got that. I think we go for this. These guys are a threat to us. I do want to take out the Nyx. Could berserk these. So yeah, we could save our resurrection. The main thing is we need to make sure our dragons survive, but that shouldn't be an issue. Could also go for Earthquake, just to try and wipe out these towers, but no. I think we just go for Blind. Go for it on these. Go for these. Do some damage to the Nyxes, and we're going to wait with these. Everyone comes to attack us, but they don't do too much damage. Send these forward. And these guys are also free to attack. Can finish these off, so let's go for it. Send these into block. Let's just go for these. Bring these back. Then we defend. Next round begins. So we could resurrect now. Just double check this. So they're not going to be unblinded for some time. I think we go for the sorceresses. Could actually resurrect on like a 1 stack. It's really silly, but if I'm working this out right, there's no real downside. Oh crap. The cannon shot the Aspids, oh my god. That could have gone wrong. That could have absolutely gone wrong, I didn't think they'd do that. I thought the cannon was shooting at the walls. Nearly got screwed there, but no, we're good. Still, only saved us a few dragonflies, it's not like it's massively important, but still. Jump in the town, we're going to check their mage guild. It's level 3, it's got teleport, which is good. It's got fireball, and still no haste. Just seems to be no haste on this map for some reason. Okay, so we stay here for 1 turn, we get our spell points back, we town portal across to this. At that point, she should be pretty close. Then we should be able to go straight for the attack, but before we do, we can town portal around a bit, we can get our units back, and we can pick up some more units too. That should all be fine. What I will do, just to be absolutely safe, is I will pick up one of these two. Let's go for Voy. Let's send Voy up to this. It should be fine. I think. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Forgot about Solmare. But he can't reach our town, so that's fine. Let's see what he has. So, 4 dragons, a few necks, that's fine. Daramith does not go for our town. I'm not actually even sure she's in range. So I would have to chase her down. I could actually go for her town instead, if she's not coming to attack. In this town we can just pick up some reinforcements. So I do want to go for Solmare, but I don't want to waste too many movement points. First things first, let's get our units back. And then we're going to pass all of these over. Okay, so do we want to take these units across so we can upgrade them? It's probably not worth the effort. Yeah, so I think we leave these be. Just going to have Void defend the town. Okay, so now Bron can go back to this town, pick up some reinforcements, finish off Solmare if he wants to. I think we just go for that because, well, how long would it take? It would probably be 4 or 5 turns to reach this. I don't see that really working out. So I'm going to go back to Fulham. I'm going to pick up some units. Is it worth going for normal orders or just go dragonflies? I think we just go dragonflies. Okay, big stack of dragonflies. We go for Soulmare, we should be able to do quite a lot. Let's actually check the arrangement. So dragonflies go across, kill the sorceresses. Black dragons can pretty much kill whoever they choose. Nyx warriors could be kind of annoying. Maybe we attack those with the dragons. Then we have got some wyverns to deal with, which is less straightforward. These guys are 5 speed, which means they do move after the wyverns. I think we wait for a turn. Yeah. Let's give him a chance to cast some spells. He probably will. So first stack to move is these. I can't berserk them. I could berserk these. That's not a bad idea, but he might go for blind or something, so I'm just going to see what he does. Yeah, he does go for blind on those. We kill those off. Okay, I think I do want to cure those. And we wait. Oh, nice, one shot. I don't think I've ever actually seen a power stack of Lizard Warriors quite like that, but yeah. Clearly very strong, even with the luck. Did need the luck, but still. If we send these forward, these will attack, and we'll finish them off in response. Then I could go for Resurrection. No real need, I think. Just go slightly forward. These guys have moved. They're 7 speed, we are also 7 speed. They probably go before us. The Black Dragons are free to go and attack. Could just go straight for the Wyverns. These guys can't reach anyone. Let's go this way. Please go for these. They do actually manage to get the kill. I'm kind of surprised by that. Then we go for these. Then we can't quite kill these off. So the lizards are going to go before these. They should do a nice chunk to them, but maybe not quite enough. These guys are still very healthy. Need to make sure we kill these off, but the dragonflies can do that, so we're fine. Okay, so who have we lost? Don't think we've lost much. Oh no, wait, they do go before the lizards. I didn't think they would. Didn't see that correctly. Okay, so he's probably going to go for a spell. I think we just resurrect someone. Resurrect these, we can get 1 back. We can get 4 of these back. I think 1 Gorgon over 4 lizards is probably worth it. Wait with these, then he goes for his Chain Lightning. We take a few losses, but nothing too bad. We get Expert Earth Magic, which is great. And we can now jump across, I believe. We can jump across to Maruk. And in Maruk we get double our spell points. We can also pick up 2 of these. If we trade, we can pick up another one. Okay, so 12 black dragons. We're going to have a hard time actually chasing Darwin down. If I pass these units... I don't think this works. So we can either run after Daramith, or we can just go for a town, and at that point she's forced to attack. I think she's probably going to try and run, but then as soon as we town portal somewhere else, she's going to come back. Still, I think that's fine. Let's just get rid of these. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Okay. So I think the AI does have this thing where it sees if you have 2 stacks, if you have 2 armies, they will see them as 2 separate armies, in which case Daramith might think she can handle these, she can handle these. she won't realise she can't handle both at the same time. I'm not trying to take advantage of that deliberately, but it might just be how things play out. I'm not gonna sacrifice my extra speed just to stop her from making that mistake. Let's pass these over actually. And let's just stay in safety. Do some more trading, let's make sure we get every dragon we possibly can. And let's just check again where her heroes are. So we've dealt with Solmir, and the only other hero threatening us is Darwin, so we end the turn there. Okay, coming back to our cove town, and Darwin is right in the middle of the map, really difficult to reach, so the obvious thing to do is to take these units back. We've got 11k we can spend on reinforcing, but there's no real need. Let's go to Keelan. And let's go for Josephine. Josephine does have some of the Titans, so that's great. I think we want to kill the genies with the dragons. This seems okay. Yeah. Don't want to spend too many spell points here, but I definitely don't want to take too many losses. Okay, so these guys go forward. We won't kill that many of the genies. I really don't want to lose one of these. That's the potential issue there. So what I would like to do... I should have really just gone for the Titans with these. I would like to teleport the Mighty Gorgons across. They will take some damage. 15 spell points, is that worth it? It does immediately deal with the Titans. But if we just did it with these instead, that probably also works fine. These guys reach us. Not quite. Perhaps in that case we should actually wait, but I think there is a risk that we friendly fire the Basilisks if the AI is really smart. So if they go for haste or something, if they somehow have haste, that could screw us over. Yeah, and even mass slow wouldn't help in that situation. I could also go for mass shield. On the other hand, if it does happen, we can just resurrect. So let's just risk it. Goes for blind, that's fine. Okay. I am going to send these forward, I think. Kill these. Then we'll damage these. And these guys will go for the Gorgons. I would probably rather they go for these, but if I can resurrect the Gorgons, that's still fine. I don't want to just wait around though, that's the other thing. These guys are also going to go for the Gorgons. I probably can't stop them going for the Gorgons, so I'm just going to go forward. I'm not going to send these forward. They do go for the Gorgons. Something happened there. Magic mirror on the ammo cart, okay. 51 Master Genies, and they decide to go for magic mirror on the ammo cart. Okay, so we can kill off the acids, we can do a lot of damage to these. I mean, these obviously didn't do too much to us before. Do you want to kill these off? Do you get 2 goes in a row? I think I killed these off. Get 7 of those back. We have lost a few of our lizard warriors. Okay, nothing too bad. Here's a few more of those. These guys go next, let's kill them off. Then it kind of depends if she has artillery, because she could flee if she does. Although actually I can just kill them off. These guys will get to go at some point, but that's fine. Should I kill these instead? I'm gonna go for these. Next round begins. So now we resurrect these. Kill these, and these guys are unfortunately too slow. Should have actually brought them up, but never mind. So she's going to go for one more spell. Let's see what it is. We lose a few knolls, fine. Okay, so we can actually jump in the boat. That's probably actually the faster way to get to the town. And we have navigation, and we're going to actually use it. So navigation, not completely useless. We did find a use for it in the end. We're going to send Melander in to defend the town. I guess Void's already there, but never mind. Okay, so Daramith's not a threat to us. Most of the heroes are currently next to the Tower Town, and yeah, I think we just end the turn there. So Daramith is starting to move towards our main town, but not going to get there in time, and we can actually land right in front of Orange's base. Pretty much no defenders in there too. That hero is running away, but once we take the town, they're going to be forced to attack. We'll take a few losses here, but that's fine. Splits the targets, which is kind of annoying. Okay, if they want to focus on those, that's completely fine. I think we go for these. No, let's kill these off. Resurrect these, and we've lost a couple of dragonflies, but that's fine. Oh no, we haven't. Perfect. Okay, so let's see what they've got in their town. Let's see if they've got a library, if they've got a level 5 guild. They've only got a level 2 guild. But if it has haste, I'm satisfied. No haste. So there's like no haste on the entire map, I think. The rest of this stuff, I think we already have. Oh no, there is haste. Okay, perfect. So we've got haste. We'll definitely take that. 8 titans available, so even the AI was actually struggling to spend their money. I think we obviously take these. Could trade for some gems. I guess we leave them to defend because this is probably more useful right now. Could come back for them later. Does that damage our morale too much? It's probably fine. So if we try to chase down Neela, she is going to be probably fast enough to get away. So I'm going to actually... I'm going to leave pretty much everything behind. We're going to try and chase her down. Ooh, Daramith is on her way back, so we've kind of got to go take her on. We're going to have very few spell points if we do, but at this point, I think we're decisively stronger. Okay, so we go straight back to this town. Okay, so Titans we could go for if we trade the gems. I do want to do that. Also because it stops her from ever getting more Titans again, not that she's ever going to. Okay, so we've got all the Titans, we've got all the Master Genies, which we're just going to leave behind. Leave the Gnolls behind, and we go for this fight. We won't have many spell points, but doesn't really matter. Back to Verok. 42 spell points, we can still do something with that. We go for the mass haste. Titans are at the top. Something like this. Doesn't really matter where the Titans are. Okay, 42 spell points. We can get a few last units if we want to, but we'd have to replace a stack. It would not be worth doing that at this stage. Let's just double check we don't have a red dragon anywhere, which we don't. Okay, here goes. We're going to go for Darwin. It's going to be the final fight. I think we're ready. Can go for this. There is a chance of minus luck. We do currently have +1 luck, so I feel like we just go with it. Yeah, here goes. So we're expected to win. Let's give her a chance to cast some spells. We are gonna, at last, now that we can, go for our mass haste. These guys are free to go and attack. I think we want to go straight for these. We don't want these going for their accurate shot. Could go for the dragonflies though. These are obviously a bigger threat. Yeah, I think we go for this. Then dragonflies. There's a risk of friendly fire if we just go straight for that attack. So I think I do go for this. Take a few losses, but that's fine. Should get a kill if we do this. Or I could wait, or I could even walk up to these. But no, there's no point. Aspids. Yeah, let's just weaken them. Blinds those. Rushes our stack of lizardmen, that's kind of sad. I'm gonna wait with these. Weakens those. These guys can't actually reach. I thought they'd be fast enough. That's really sad, but never mind. These guys are free to attack. If we do, we get 1 to 2 kills. Or we can just go forward. So we don't want to put ourselves in range of these, but we should be fine either way, I think. Yeah, let's do it. We've got 280 of them. They do actually poison us, so we take a few losses there. They get morale with these. We've taken a few losses. I think it's time to start going for some resurrections. Send these forward, hit both of these stacks at once. These guys are free to attack. So in terms of what we need to resurrect the most, I think probably dragonflies. We only bring 25 back. We can bring back 2 Gorgons. 43 lizard warriors is really tempting. I do quite like that, but need to make sure I block the sea dogs before they go for the attack. Could do that with the Gorgons, realistically not going to happen. The Hydras do get to go first. So yeah, we resurrect these. Don't think we need to use the Titans on this. Go for these. Kill these with the dragons. They weaken those some more, we send these forward, we attack all of these. Here we go, this is going to be probably not as satisfying as the black dragon hit from the previous episode, but this is going to be nice. Let's do it. 3 Titans, that's disappointing. Still, good chunk of them down. These guys are free to go for an attack. These guys do get to move next. Still think we probably go for these. Now let's go for these. Okay, teleports those in. We can now go for a full powered shot on those. Let's do it. Ooh, teleports those in. Okay, that's spicy. Alright, we're gonna probably actually go for a teleport of our own. I could try and resurrect and just try and keep our losses down, just for the sake of it, but don't gain too much from that. If we just teleport these in, then at that point we've got no spell points left to go for a resurrection, but still think it's the right thing to do. We want to get these involved. If we were to just march them across, we'd have to unblind the basilisks, and I think, to be fair, Bron being the basilisk specialist, let's actually bring these into it. Let's wait with these. Attack with these. Do actually turn them to stone so we can march these away. Send these down. And these guys are free to attack. So I could finish them off with the dragons. If we unblind them, they've got 12 speed. So they're faster than the Gorgons. If we go for mass slow, then they're not. Of course, it's not really mass slow at this point, but still. If we go for this attack, we do not kill them off. We also block off our Gorgons from going for the attack themselves. Gorgons should finish them off after the Basilisks go in. I think I do prefer to give the Gorgons that chance. Go for this again. Go for this. And Gorgons finish them off. Darwin is down. And a surprisingly challenging map, but in the end, quite satisfying. Apparently there's still something left. Of course, there's Neela. Yeah, so we still have one final fight with Neela, which should be fine. We don't have enough spell points to go for Town Portal, but if we go back to this town, we will get the Mana Vortex next turn, so that's fine. Go back to our Cove Town, we should be able to pick up some more backup here next turn as well, and she is not close enough to do any real damage, so let her get a little bit closer. She takes on our Gnolls. Fine. Can't quite reach, so Bron goes into the town, pick up our last couple of dragons. Okay, once again we're going to give her a chance to cast some spells and things and just actually take the opportunity to finish these guys off ourselves. So I think 2 stacks of black dragons are going to do most of the work. Go for the mass haste. Doesn't really help us that much. Maybe. I mean, the diamond golems would survive, but I don't like to kill my own units. I like to end a map with as many as possible, so I'm not going to do it. Don't manage to kill those off. Go for these. She's pretty bulky, even at this level. Go for these. Can still go for a lightning bolt on something. This stack's still pretty healthy, so let's go for those. Let's send these forward. Tries to go for a spell, but we resist. And then low morale holds her back. Let's go for these, and let's go for these. That finishes her off. That's the final hero down. We get basic defense, so Bron gets that a little bit better, but it's too late at this point. The map is over. And yeah, like I said, surprisingly challenging map, unicorn rank. Not too great, but some lessons in there, I think, about external dwellings. Anyway, that is this series over. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to edit it because I've not actually uploaded the first episode yet. But yeah, that's Darwin's Prize. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Plenty more playlists on the channel if you want to go back and watch some of the other maps I've played through. That's all for now. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.